Hi everyone, today's headlines. COVID-19 SOP not being followed by Health and Family Welfare. Nagaland COVID-19 tally 8,726. Ministry of Home and Affairs extend guidelines for reopening till November 30. India and US ink 5 defense agreements. 8 killed, over 120 injured in bomb blast in Pakistan. SRH outclassed DC and keep playoff hopes alive. CM Rio and Deputy CM Patton condole the demise of Mrs. Alamla Chang, wife of late CM Chang. Village Council backs candidate in 60 Pungro Kifri and NPCC knocks EC. News in details. COVID-19 SOP not being followed by Health and Family Welfare. Expressing dismay over citizens flouting all COVID-19 standard operating procedure, Health and Family Welfare Principal Director Dr. Vizile Z. Zukre has once again cautioned that if the people did not follow the SOPs, then the state government would be forced to go for lockdown again like in European countries now. Dr. Zukre said the SOPs were very clear and meticulously mentioned everything, but regretted that their implementation at district and village level was not happening. He warned that if the lockdown has to be reimposed, then the state could face unprecedented situation very soon. The principal director regretted that despite repeated appeals and strict guidelines being issued cautioning people to follow the SOPs, the citizens were being careless and cautioned that the state could witness a crisis if this continues. Nagaland COVID-19 tally 8,726. Nagaland on Tuesday reported 63 new COVID-19 positive cases, 36 in Dimapur, 18 in Kohima, 8 in Mon, and 1 in Tunjang, taking the total tally to 8,726. MHA extend guidelines for reopening till November 30. Center on Tuesday said the current guidelines allowing various activities like opening of cinemas, theaters and multiplexes with up to 50% of their seating capacity will continue to be applicable till November 30 in areas outside the containment zone. Earlier, the guidelines for reopening activities issued on September 30 were to be in force till October 31. The Ministry of Home Affairs issued an order today to extend this period till November 30, an MHA spokesperson said. The guidelines said that the international travel except those permitted by the center would remain shut, while state and union territories government were given the flexibility to decide on reopening of schools and coaching institutes in a graded manner. The decision is be taken in consultation with the respective school and institution management, based on their assessment of their situation and subject to certain conditions according to the guidelines. India and US ink 5 defense agreements. The United States stands with India in its effort to defend its sovereignty and liberty, US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said on Tuesday after the third edition of the 2+2 strategic dialogue that majority focused on dealing with China's aggressive military behavior in eastern Ladakh, Indo-Pacific and other parts of the world. Severe critical of China, Pompeo cited killing of Indian Army personnel in the Galwan Valley in the eastern Ladakh in a clash with the Chinese military, and asserted that both India and the US are taking steps to strengthen cooperation against all threats and not just those posed by the Chinese Communist Party. In the talks, the two countries inked a total of 5 agreements, including the long negotiated Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement that will allow sharing of high-end military technology, classified satellite data and critical information between their militaries. 8 killed, over 120 injured in bomb blast in Pakistan. A powerful blast ripped through a religious seminary in northwest Pakistan Peshawar city on Tuesday, killing at least 8 people, mostly students, and wounding over 120 others, senior police officials said. The blast occurred around 8:30 am at a local mosque, which also serves as a religious school in Dir Colony in interior Peshawar, while students were reading the Quran. Peshawar Police Chief Muhammad Ali Khan told the reporters. SRH outclassed DC and keep playoff hopes alive. Saha stamped his class with a 45-ball 87 before Rashid Khan dished over a clinical bowling performance as Sunrisers Hyderabad kept themselves alive in the race for IPL playoff, with a whooping 88-run win over Delhi Capitals here on Tuesday. Asked to bat first, splendid knocks by Saha 87, skipper David Warner 66 and Manish Pandey 44 powered Sunrisers to 219 for 2. Rashid then led a fine bowling display to end with the impressive figures of 4073, his best in this session. CM Rio and Deputy CM Paton condole the demise of Mrs. Alamla Chang, wife of late CM Chang. The Chief Minister of Nagaland, Sri Nefirio, and Deputy Chief Minister, Sri Y. Paton, condoles the demise of Mrs. Alamla Chang, wife of late CM Chang, on October 26, 2020, at Christian Institute of Health Science and Research, Dimapur. Rio stated in his condolence message that it is indeed heart-wrenching for the family to lose two important loved ones in such a short span of time. Remembering the deceased, CM said, Mrs. Alamna was a cheerful and friendly person who stood beside her late husband through thick and thin. She was a person with a big heart and a pleasant personality and will always be remembered. Warm-heartedness, he added. Village Council backs candidate in 60 Pungro Kifri, NPCC knocks EC. The Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee, through its official social media, highlights to the Chief Electoral Officer demanding action against Village Council under 60 Pungro Kifri Assembly constituency for unanimously backing a candidate for the forthcoming by-election. Demanding action against the Village Council, NPCC said that the open support of the Village Council is a direct violation of the Election Commission of India Model Code of Conduct and the Representation of the People Act 1951. NPCC also attached the resolution letter adopted by the Village Council on October 25, 2020, which stated that the council along with elders held its general meeting and unanimously offered their support to one of the candidates in the forthcoming by-election to 60 Pungro Kifri Assembly constituency. The by-election to 2 Assembly constituency in Nagaland is scheduled to be held on November 3, 2020 and counting will take place in November 10, 2020. That's all for now. To get such latest news, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.